are going to talk about the two different mass shootings in American history and its effects. We will also be talking specific solution to stop gun carrying. Americans died from guns violence every year. According to the CDC, nearly two-thirds are suicides, homicides by gun. After declining from their peak in the 1990s, peaked 31% from 2014 to 2016. The CDC found what more the CDC might have found we cannot say. Congress voted in 1996 to limit the scope of research into gun death and injuries by the country's primary health agency. We have been researching on the gun controls in the United States for 2 weeks. Today we will be talking about gun violence in the United Histories, and we will be talking about the specific solution to stop gun carrying in the United States. I am going to talk about different problems of free gun carrying in the United States these days, like mass shooting. According to 2014 study in the Journal of Urban Health, 31 Americans are murdered with guns every day, and 149 are treated for a gun assault in an emergency room. Each day, on average, 42% are shot or killed in an accident with a gun. Furthermore, the US firearm homicides rate is 20 times higher than the combined rates of 22 developed countries. A gun in the home is 22 times more likely to be used to kill or injure in a domestic homicides, suicides, or unintentionally shooting than to be used in self-defense. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, suicide and homicides are resulted from conflicts, mental health problems, tendency of violence. According to CNN, on October 1, 2017, in Las Vegas, 64 years old Stephen Paddock of Mesquite, Nevada, sprayed gunfires on a crowd of 22,000 concentrates from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, killing 58 people and injuring almost 500. Witness says the gun should last between 10 and 15 minutes. Officers breached Paddock's hotel room to find him dead. Authorities believe Paddock killed himself and that he acted alone. Now my friend Radhika is going to talk the specific solution.
Now I'm going to talking about the specific solution about the violence of gun control. So enact the right restriction. Not all gun laws are created equally. The military-grade rifles used in many mass shootings many dominate the political debate, but they account for less than 5% of homicides. Meanwhile, research published in JAMA International Medicine in early March found that strong firearms laws in a state such as background check for all private sales and restrictions on multiple purposes, which were associated with lower rates of gun homicides. Researchers are also finding links between the right to carry laws, which require governments to issue concealed carry permit to citizens who meet certain requirements, and spikes in firearms. According to National Bureau of Economic Research 2017, its working paper estimates that 10 years after the adoption of right to carry laws, violent crime is 13% to 15% higher than it would have been without those policies. Another measures that attracts lawmakers' attention in extreme risk protection orders, also known as gun violence restraining orders. According to Violence Programming Research Center, California 2018, the violence of gun can control by establishing a culture of gun safety. reduce firearms access to youth and individuals who are at risk of harming themselves or others, hold the gun industry accountable, and ensure there is inadequate oversight over the marketing and sales of guns, engage responsible gun dealers and owners in solution, require safe and secure gun storage. Next, I want to call Bhavendra to discuss about another problem of gun violence. Thank you.
Since we have been talking about some of the free gun carry problems in the United States, and also we have been talking about some of the solutions for the free gun carry in the United States too. I have another problem. The mass shooting that happened in June 12, 2016 in Orlando. According to the CNN, an American-born who would place allegiance to the ISIS gunned down 49 people early Sunday at a gay nightclub in Orlando. According to the 10th shooting in America, it was the deadliest mass shooting in the United States and the nation's worst terror attack since 9/11. Omar Sadini Martin, age 29, was the person who opened the gun, according to the CNN. And also CNN reported that the shooter was killed during the operation, during the police operation that time. The Cognon, a senior fellow at the Brookings Institute and a columnist for Washington Post, said that this incident, after this incident, the number of families lost their loved ones, and numbers of people lost their parts of their bodies. That created the unimaginable tragedies in their life. Okay. Now I'm going to present my friend Manoj Sapkota to present some of the potential solutions on free gun carry.
As my friend talks about the problems, I'm going to talk about the solutions for the gun carrying, making owning a gun like driving a car. The reduction in the US motor vehicles death over the past 50 years is one of the great achievements of the public health intervention. Safe cars, strong seatbelts law, and the fewer teenager drivers have helped reduce car fatalities, which drops from 33.5 deaths per billion miles traveled in 1975 to 11.8 in 2016. Gun death has increased rapidly since 2009 and are now nearly the latter as traffic accidents, according to the Center of Disease Control and the Prevention. Lawmakers can learn lessons from auto safety. To start, they can put in effect more strict requirements for owning firearms. For the most part, it is much easier to be a legal gun owner in America than it is to be in the legal driver, said David Hemingway, director of the Injury Control Research Center in the Harvard School of Public Health. Some measures like Walmart's lifting its minimum age for purchasing a gun from 18 to 21 may sound good, but it won't do much to combat gun violence. According to the FBI report, handguns were responsible for 90% of the homicide in 2016. Walmart sells handguns only in Alaska. A more effective policy would require every buyer of any age to obtain a license that includes the registration of all purchases and at least the modern training programs. According to the State Firearm Law Project, just 7 states require the permit to possess a gun of any kind. A 2014 study in the Journal of Urban Health found found that Missouri 2007 repeats of its permits to purchase handgun law was associated with the 25% increase in the firearms homicide rate. In conclusion, today we gave you information about two big massive gun shootings in the American history, and also we talked about two of the possible solutions and how we can stop free guns carrying in United States. And we are going to leave you with this video.